Rock.
I even realized you started recording. Okay.
I fucking did. Anyway.
All right.
Okay. I should have said so. My bad.
It's fine. It's fine. No, I don't care.
Okay. Yeah.
No.
Everyone.
I'm not one of the special guests, Faisa. I'm not one of the special ones.
You're special to me. In my heart of hearts.
Shut up.
Fuck you.
Anyway. Shut up.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. Fine. I'll fucking wait. I didn't even. You fucked up my intro. Fuck. I don't even remember where I was. Oh yeah, okay. I just started reading. Hi, everyone. I can't even look at you. Okay. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Spice Track. I am your hostess with the mostest, Faisa Awow. Also, the DM on the other podcast you probably came here from, The Spice of Dice, which currently has 4 episodes out. So you should listen to that if you haven't. They're really good and I'm proud of them. Go listen to the episode, all of them. Ugh. And I'm here with a normal guest who isn't special in any way. If that's how you want to be seen as. Izzy, what's going on, dude? How?
Hey, how's it going? It's me. I hate myself. No,
you're great.
Hi. So, okay, I'll introduce myself properly. I'll be nice to you. Yeah. So, hi, I am Izzy. Pronouns currently are they and them. Just in case y'all wanted to know and care, call me Air.
I'm gonna stop.
And if you weren't aware yet, don't know how you've managed to miss that. I am a member of the Spice of Dice. I play Fiorani Hevlet, our local human bard. The hottest character in the campaign. It's hard. It's difficult, but I make it work. But yeah, I am one of the members of Spice of Dice, and with our wonderful host, wonderful dungeon master, love her.
Thank you.
But yeah, for all y'all uninformed, this is basically my birthday gift. I held Faisa at gunpoint and said, for my birthday, I want to be on an episode of the Spice Rack. So
are on the way. You have a little gift later.
It's fine.
You'll get a little.
No. I was just
at the end of the month.
But I was like, yeah, I want to. The second you said that you would, I was like, I want to do this. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be us chatting shit for 2 hours.
It's great.
It's so good
because that's what everybody wants.
But yeah, just another one of those queer fruity POC D&D nerds, you know?
Yeah, slay. A crazy amount of those in the wild, believe it or not, folks.
For real.
4th in a row, baby. Anyway.
Balanced as all things should be.
Yeah, so just to get the premise of the show out, the Spice Rack is basically just talking about how different people get into the TTRPG space, their experience, how they started. Let's start with the beginning. How did you first get into D&D or like TTRPG role-playing games? What was the pipeline timeline, baby?
So I've always loved like just any kind of tabletop game in general, like even from when any that like card games, board games, if you got a like role playing, acting, any kind of things like that, I've loved doing it. And then when it came to like TTRPG, it's mainly just been like D&D for me. And I was first introduced to D&D, I think when I was 13, 14. I had a friend, Jessie. She listens to the podcast. Hey, Jess. She was I remember her talking about like D&D to me, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've like heard about it. Like I'd heard about it before, like when you see it mentioned in like TV shows, cartoons, whatever. But I think the first time I like properly remember anything kind of like referencing it was, you've probably watched Gravity Falls. Yes. There's like, you know, like there's an episode where it's basically like Dipper and Ford playing like D&D, and it goes horrifically wrong.
The game they played was called Dungeons, and even
more Dungeons. Yeah. It was so good.
Good stuff.
But like, and there's probably others that I can't think of right now, but that got me thinking, oh, that'd be really cool. And then I think I remember, and then I just kind of like stowed it away in the back of my mind, kind of like, just kind of like would see it on Instagram, whatever, YouTube, different like nerdy YouTubers doing like different kind of tabletop games. And then I played like my first kind of, it was a one shot when I was in, I think, year 10, so I would have been 15.
Mm.
And it was just like a really quick one shot with a few friends. And I'm like, oh my god, this is chaotic. I love it so much. And but it was never anything like too proper. It was kind of like just do what you want, kind of super shoddy. Oh, I was an amateur, didn't even have my own dice. Oh. But it was fun nonetheless.
The way you didn't have dice for so long. I literally had to fucking be
You
I
gave
had
me
to
dice.
throw you a pair of dice in a park one time and be like, fucking use it.
Which I still use to this day.
Yeah, they've been
Yeah, we can also like get into like how we became friends and homies, which
yeah
also doesn't involve like you holding a gun to my head, but you know.
You know,
But yeah, and then so I did that, and then I didn't really, I was like still in the D&D like kind of like area of things because I just thought it was really cool. And then obviously Rise of Lolth.
Hey, baby.
For those who don't know, because sometimes I think we may have like accidentally like referenced it sometimes during Spice of Dice.
I think a little bit. Or Finn
yeah.
edits it out. I don't remember. I think
Finn probably edits it out.
Finn edits it out.
Like,
I listen to every episode.
Yeah, another shout out. Shout out Finn.
Shout out Finn.
Shout out Finn. Our king. But yeah,
one of our favorite white boys. One of two.
But yeah, my first like proper like long-standing campaign was Rise of Lolth, which was Faisa again DMing. Good and stuff. Basically just I remember we met and I think like and then because obviously like Miss Rona decided to fuck up everyone's life.
Yeah. And
I remember you like DMing me and being like, do you want to play D&D with me? You're like, I'm assembling a team. Oh, you son of a bitch, I'm in.
You know, it's like, when it came to like assembling the party, originally I just put it on my stories like, hey, does anyone want to play D&D with me? And then
I can't remember if I responded to that actually.
I don't think you did.
I don't think it's because I didn't know you as well at the time.
You didn't know me that well. And then a bunch of internet randos were like, hey, I want to play. And then yeah. And
I was like, how do you know these people?
I was like, I don't know, whatever. I don't play D&D. And then I was like, okay, cool. This isn't gonna work. A bunch of internet randos were like, hey, I want to play. And I was like, this isn't gonna work because of the time zone difference. So I was like, okay, cool. Let me just like reach out to people I know that are cool. So I think like in order of the people who hopped on in the game, I'm pretty sure it was Finn, and then me, and then Mio, then you, then Milo, and then the player that shall not be named.
Player X, we'll call them.
Player X. Oh shit, we can talk about that. Fuck.
I don't know. I don't particularly want to name, just in case.
We can use those. Player.
I don't want to name and shame. Player X.
Player X. Yeah. So these 5 I assembled.
I'm assembling a team. Dun 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 dun.
Okay, here's the thing, right? The reason I started Rise of Lolth is because I had played D&D twice at platform with Adam, and I was like, this is really fun, but I want to do it like more often. And I was like, because of this plague, I don't have chances to see my friends. That's plague. I was like, if I could trap them in a long-standing hobby that forces us to hang out. Maniacal. But yeah, so I did that for a little bit. But not a little bit. We're still playing it to this day.
Yeah, bruh, it's the way we're still playing.
We saw this at like March.
It was March.
March of 2020. So it's been like 2 years. Okay, continue of the
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's weird how we started this when we were 6. Now we're adults. I've aged 3 years since we started Rise of Lolth. I was 16 and now I'm 19. Like,
oh no, I need a charger. Okay.
Bruh, this is the most scuffed interview of all time.
This is so unprofessional.
This is so scuffed. Okay, deadass though, do you want to start again? Because this is very scuffed.
No, okay. It's good stuff. We can.
We were literally just chatting shit. Like, I can do an intro. Are you sure?
That's the vibe I'm down for. I need to disappear for like a hot minute because I need to get like,
this is so scuffed.
Really quickly.
Finn, when you edit this, I'm so
T.O.
sorry. Hey Finn, I'll leave little messages for you while Faisa goes and gets the charger. Finn, you're not appreciated enough. You're such a machine, and you edit this entire podcast on your own, and that's insane because literally could never be. Also, you're doing fucking A levels, and you're going to go to university in fucking Scotland, if I remember correctly. Long story short, Stan Finn. I just gave Finn a little appreciation speech. That was
What if
all.
you just like Finn, if you want the internet to see how much we care about you, you can just keep this in.
Even if he cuts it out, I just wanted to give him love you, Finn.
Love you, Finn. Fucking charge you, bitch. Okay.
Also, I just wanted to the yassification of Adam is my favorite. That's my standing effective platform. The yassification of Adam. I was there for it. Wonderful.
I like to believe we made a difference in that man's life, as in he understands internet culture.
He's going down the Hebday pipeline. We did that. We did that to him.
We did it, folks.
So funny.
Yeah. So we've been playing D&D for 2 years. Slay.
Slay. Yeah, but we play Rise of Lolth, which I love. Even though you fucking skedaddled my entire country.
It's okay. No, you're thinking of context.
No context needed. No, okay, for anyone out there who follows like the Spice of Dice TikTok, which you should, and or like Faisa's TikTok as well, like she'll talk a lot about like D&D obviously, and then the campaigns that we do, and it would just be like, haha, my face when the campaign decides not to tell me anything, so I skedaddle a country.
I want to say
it was very funny, to be fair. It was very funny.
It was very funny, and I had to keep that held inside me for like a month because I knew it was gonna happen for a while.
It's so funny.
Yeah, so it's like you guys making fun of fucking Milo's character's dead dad for like ages. And then I was just like, cool, the country that like, as we speak is gone.
It was the way that like you've been planning it, and we were like, and that's when I had it. The best idea I ever had in my entire life. That was the worst idea you ever had in your entire life.
Oh, silly.
It's so bad. Oh no. It's so fucking funny though.
Yeah, it was so good. I feel, is this good entertainment? I don't know if people want to hear us chat.
No. Okay, let's get back on topic. I just thought it was funny. Let's get back on topic.
I have questions and stuff for you. I want to get in your brain. Yeah, so if we follow the timeline, you joined my campaign in March of 2020, and then at some point Finn started his own campaign.
That was like September, October of 2020.
October. So then that's when that's when we got into 2 separate campaigns. Yeah. At that point, I want to know about what your character creation process is, because your character for my campaign and your character for Finn's campaign are so fucking different.
Okay. I will go through this. I'll go through this. Okay. Get ready for my D&D specialty. Okay. I am a writer at heart. I'm literally going to university for English literature and creative writing. Right. Like character creation is my ball game. And so for D&D, I've literally always been a cleric. Anytime I play video games, I'm a healer in video games. Like I'm a healer. Like any kind of video game you can think of, I heal. That's my main shit. Whenever I play games, put all my stats into health. Like that is how I run. Right. So I was like, okay, let me keep this on track with my character in our first campaign, Alania.
Alania the MILF.
Alania the MILF. Milfin spirit. Queen in title. But that's besides the point. And I was like, I literally did not have many plans for her. She was kind of like an amalgamation of a lot of characters I had floating around my brain. Like, but now that you've got me to listen to Dungeons and Daddies, she gives me Glenn energy. I'm a writer. I'm going to university for English lit and creative writing, creating characters, and like world building is kind of my thing.
Mm.
So but I'd never had to like go so in depth, I feel, for a character before, because I knew that like this was going to be a long running thing. So I got to keep Alania interesting, you know. Spicy. So like I did not have like too many plans for her. I just wanted her to be the kind of person who she wanted to go out on her own, experience the world by herself, and just make everyday hot girl summer. That was it.
Right.
She was just a slag. Like that was
I mean,
it.
wait, I mean, she's more than just. I mean, if I remember your backstory right, she had so much going on. Like,
It was more of yeah, is she traumatized? Yeah, but she
Yeah.
handles it in her own way.
Okay, if I'm recalling correctly, I'm pretty sure she was left for dead by the Assassins Guild that raised her. Then she ended up wandering.
You did that. I did not put that in the story. You did that. That was you.
Slave. Anyway. And then she chilled out with a bunch of gnomes before being like,
yeah, she like vibed in like this gnome village just on like the outskirts of like her home country, just to get away.
Get away.
And just like vibe and learn about like the world out, because like the guild that she had lived in was all that she ever really knew, and like her entire life was just spent trying to be like, bruh, she wanted to be the very best like no one ever was. Like
any moment. Ooh.
Bruh, she just wanted to like make her guild part, even though she knew that like she knew like in her life that she was like different in some way, that like and she'd have to like work harder than most other people to prove she did. So when everything kind of went wrong, she was like, this is just proof now that I can't do that. So she just wanted to get away and like discover something else, discover what else she could do with her life, which is the reason why I had her become a cleric, which is kind of like the opposite, like not the opposite of fighting, but like more on like the healing, the more passive side of things. And she just wanted to relax and chill and, I don't know, smoke weed with gnomes. I don't fucking know. But,
yeah, she was like,
she's just very vibey. Oh yeah, before it cut out, what I was saying was, now that you have like forcibly made me listen to Dungeons and Daddies, she very much gives me like Glenn vibes.
Yeah. Like
she's the Glenn of the group.
Really badly.
Like extremely like she's like vibey and everything, but she is emotionally stunted.
Yeah.
She's like very emotionally stunted. Doesn't like to talk about it much. And simply vibes.
I do want to say though, like the beauty of the simplicity of like Alania is like, I think she was one of the first like plot things I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Because you were just like, yeah, I'm just this elven woman and I don't know who my parents are, and I don't know blah 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 blah. And then in my head I was like, oh my god, you're gonna be a princess. I don't.
And then and then what made this the law of our D&D lives is that I had to dip for a while for personal issues. And when I came back, you like the woman in black to me.
No, okay. Can I explain what happened?
Woman in black.
Okay, so you disappeared. So I was like, okay, in game, I need a reason why Alania is just not in the game. Period. So I think I said it to Finn first, who to his character Abket, and I was like, Abket, you wake up and you just see Alania's bed is empty. You don't see anyone in it. Da 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 da. So you were just like missing for these how many days in game? So like, and you were missing for like a couple sessions, right? And the day you fucking come back, I'm like, okay, I had a plan for that character, right? And you disappeared the session where it was in like the mirror episode. The mirror.
Yeah. So you were like, oh, I saw something that really, like, Alania saw something that really fucked with her.
Yeah.
And so she just kind of like just disappeared.
She just disappeared. And then in the session when you came back, I was like, all right, cool. Hey, can you please NPC for a little bit? And then you're like, sure. I think they were like a goblin wizard or something. Yeah. Yeah, so you played them for a little bit, and then near that like middle of the session. No, I think it was like kind of the beginning, middle, whatever. I was like, yeah. So and it's the coronation. It's the coronation of
It's the coronation.
Almon. You guys won this like.
He was like, was he like my half brother or like my?
He's your half brother, like on the dad side. It's because you guys won like that wizard tournament or whatever, or like the party did without Alania.
Wizard battle,
and as like a reward, you made it to the coronation of Prince Almon because like his dad, the royal heir, died in a war with another country, right? So he's taking the throne because he's come of age. Then the fucking party, they see an airship with a woman in black, like she's a widow and a sword, like fucking glides in, and it was Alania.
Wait, because you made me like a fucking I was like a soldier of Lolth.
Yeah, because you were fucking kidnapped and brainwashed. Because the thing you saw in the mirror was your mother, the queen, running away with you as a baby, and then she got beheaded. Like that was the thing Alania saw in the mirror thing.
Yeah, and Alania was like, "That's a bit of a fucky wucky. I'm gonna leave."
And then you got cursed. And then I don't remember how exactly I did that. You got cursed somehow.
What is it with me and getting cursed in these fucking games?
No, audience.
Okay. Zavros was my fault. Zavros was my fault.
Campaigns.
Okay, Alania, I don't remember, but I don't think it was my fault. Zavros, it was my fault. Zavros was my fault.
You got cursed for plot reasons. In Finn's campaign, that was entirely your own fucking fault.
Yeah, that was my fault. However, it was in character, so.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, should we segue into Zavros?
Yeah, we should. So in my campaign, you play this fucking. I'm pretty sure Alania is in 3 classes right now. She is part cleric, part rogue, and part warlock because of the class with LOL thing, right?
Yeah, that made me a warlock, which is really cool. Actually, I love that.
Warlocks are really fun. And so you're just playing this cursed hot elven MILF, and then and then halfway through quarantine, Finn is like, "Hey, I start a campaign," and then describe Zavros for us, Izzy, and how the fuck you decided them.
I don't know, actually. I really don't know where Zavros came from. He was like a midnight thought. I don't know. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm going to do something that is completely out of my comfort zone. Like, I'm going to play a character that I don't ever usually play. I'm going to be in a class that I, like, never do. No, like, I'm usually, like, all about, like, the magic and, like, having spells. I find, like, comfort in preparing my spells before, like, a session.
It's great.
But, like, so,
I see you.
We see imagine my vibes when I was like, nah, bro, I'm gonna be a dragonborn fighter.
It was just so
who's a soldier and a war criminal.
And racist.
Racist!
So was racism like one of his cool character traits?
One of his things was he was like, I don't know how this is the thing, but he's like this was before I knew that Pete was an elf, by the way. But I was like, he just had this thing against. I decided I'm gonna go complete opposite. Fernie, she's an elf. Zavros, he's just gonna have a thing against elves. He just doesn't vibe with them. He's not a man. He's like just bigoted against elves. That was his thing.
Cute.
Disclaimer, all y'all, Zavros is not racist anymore. He's now gay.
The racist to gay pipeline, I guess.
But yeah, and his story, which has been explored a little bit, is more. He was just an extremely dedicated soldier. Say what you want about Zavros. I am extremely good at being in character.
I didn't even get a chance to say anything.
You look. He's done terrible, horrific things. He has literally committed genocide.
Yeah.
However, I remain in character.
Yeah.
I'm just a character actress.
Yeah, I respect that. I respect the way I respect how you keep digging a hole for yourself character but you remain committed.
Because I've always been the kind of person who I want to play it like I don't want my characters to die. I want to play like, bro, I'm the kind of person who's like, when I play Sims, I want my Sims to fucking die. Bro, infinite lifespan. This hoes ain't dying. I spent too much time on them. But now I feel like I should take more risks with my characters. I should be a lot more like, obviously Alania is fun. I fucking love Alania.
I love Alania too. She's great.
Everything she does is great. But I was like, with Zavros, I'm gonna be like the opposite of what she am. I'm gonna take more risks. I'm gonna just like, and like whatever happens, you know? Like it was a lot of like staying character, because like his character's kind of like, he is a dedicated soldier. He has always been like, he's like, his like goal since he was young was to be in the military, and now he's like risen through the ranks, only to now kind of like, with this adventure that he has gone on with these people, to be like, everything I know in my life is a lie. Everything I've done is wrong. He kind of went in a worse way. He kind of went through his like his own kind of like Bucky arc.
Yeah.
But like obviously Bucky is like not as bad as what Zavros has done.
Yeah, it's you know what it is? It's because like Bucky was like brainwashed by whatever, and I guess maybe you can semi make the argument for Zavros, but he had free will the entire time.
No, he had free will the entire time. He just was in the belief that everything he had been doing in his life was correct. He was doing what he was told, and he believed that he was in the right. And now that he like has spent so much time away, he realizes, no, I'm wrong. There's so much more to this world than like the things that I've done. And now he's on the verge of death, and he's realized this now.
So wait, do you want to talk about the war crime we keep referring to?
Zavros nuked a planet.
Yeah, guys.
Like, y'all ever watch it, but like Ooh style, except worse, because everyone died.
Guys, you know what it is? It's because
also, do you know what makes it worse? I think it was Pete's planet.
It was Pete's planet.
It was Pete's planet.
Pete is played by Mio, aka as the Theo on the Spice of Dice. And the difference between me and Finn's campaign is like, my campaign is more like just silly fantasy, whatever. So it's just like a normal planet.
Finn's campaign and then Finn's very like serious,
intergalactic, like sci-fi fantasy.
Our main villain is the love child of Elon Musk and Jeffrey Bezos.
Yeah, the BBG works for Tesla Amazonia or whatever the fuck.
Bro,
Tesla and Amazon fucked and
had a child, and that child was like this, who's basically Elon Musk, like is who our main villain is.
The scariest BPG in existence.
Yeah, and so when when Zavros, we learned this in the backstory, when Zavros was idiot, bro, that threw Finn for a loop. I to this day think that was funny.
I was gobsmacked.
I thought it was funny.
Okay, let me describe the scene. It's basically like Zavros is having a backstory scene, right? And it's like, and he's like a soldier, and the big red button that drops the black hole nuke of, I think that's what fucking Finn called it. It's like basically a nuke that works like a black hole, so it just eats planets. And like the fucking commanding officer of Zavros is like, press the button, release the nuke, and what everyone was expecting was for Zavros to be like, no, I can't do this. Or to at least like argue it a little bit. But in session, it's like, hey, Zavros, release the nuke. And then it's like, yeah, sure. Boop.
Yeah. And I've now, in a game of D&D, I can say I've committed genocide. I've committed intergalactic genocide.
I was just so fucking gobsmacked.
I thought it was funny. It was so funny to me.
You killed a planet.
Yeah.
You killed a planet.
Obviously, I don't think that's good. And Zavros, now, you've seen the guilt that he faces through his actions, bro. And I believe that, whenever you guys talk about, I'm like, you guys seem to forget. When you're chatting to me, like, I'm on your side. I do not agree with the fact that Zavros did this. However, it is something at the time that he would have done.
Can I just say straight up? Faisa, the person, loves Zavros to bits. I think he's hilarious. Amora, the character I play, if he dies in game, Amora will be mildly sad.
Amora will be like, oh no.
Oh no. You know what it is? It's because like I remember in the beginning of session 1, Zavros was such a fucking asshole. I was like, is this gonna be his character?
Because he was like, because Zavros is like, he's not an old, but like he's like an adult. Like Zavros, okay, he's not, okay, we'll get into it, but Zavros isn't 26 now, but he was like 25, 26 at the start of this campaign. He got aged and now he's like 60.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that. But so he's like, and so the start of the game was basically like we were in this like mercenary thing, and Zavros's way of the reason why Zavros was there is because like when he's not like when he's off duty, like not doing whatever military things he's doing, he's looking for other ways to earn money. So he goes to this the mercenary place and just does like odd jobs there, like delivering different intergalactic packages, whatever. Doing bro, space FedEx, whatever the fuck.
Space FedEx or whatever.
So then he like sees this like young, like what, 17-year-old walk in, and he's like, ah, kids, I'm excited. But yeah, Zavros now, he doesn't dislike Aurora, but he's still like, you're a child.
You're a child with a broken magical weapon. Ugh, anyway,
bro, we'll get into Aurora, but yeah, Zavros is so he's committed war crimes.
Oh god.
Are you gonna try to list
everything he's done?
He is now an old man, despite the fact that we've been doing this campaign for 2 years. It's been what, a week in game?
2 weeks. No,
it's been 2 weeks in game.
For 2 years, but in game it's been 2 weeks because
Zavros is now like
refuses to do time lapses.
Zavros is like in his 60s. He has a ghoul curse on him. So he's basically turning into a ghoul, and I think I've nearly killed all of you, almost, at least once. I've nearly killed all of you.
You tried to eat us a lot of times, but I think I was able to stop. More also able to stop like twice because I had the spell suggestion.
Yeah, and that helped.
So
the reason why he has this ghoul curse is because during Finn's Halloween special episode, he got bit by a ghoul and then just didn't tell anyone because he was extremely toxic masculinity for the win, and decided I can deal with this on my own. I'll be fine. It'll wear off. Also, it was also me not remembering that my actions have consequences. You
think you just didn't bring it up, Finn would forget?
I was just no. I knew he would. I knew this is like Finn will remember this. But it was kind of like me going, my consequences don't have actions. I'll be fine. This is easily curable. And then I ate a priest.
That was such... Yeah, you ate a priest. I always forget about that tidbit. You ate a priest.
I ate a priest.
You ate a priest.
But yeah, it's just, I love the fact that Zavros is like a complete 180 from the usual stuff that I like to play.
It's so insane. So you would say a character like Alania is like the usual shit.
That's my standard. Like even with Firin, like Firini, even though I don't think I've played a bard before, which is weird considering I'm a musician. but but I've never played a bard before. But like Firini is like me going like back to my roots. Like a more like not softer, but like more not I guess passive is a better word. Like I'd rather like be in the background, just helping my colleagues, kind of thing.
I don't think I'd say I don't think that's...
I don't know if passive is the right word, but you know what I'm trying to say.
If I had to say, like, if we look at the group dynamic, I think Firini is the voice of reason.
Yeah,
I think the voice of reason, because if we look at the party dynamic, it's like you have Azathiel, this slime wizard with amnesia who lived in the sewers for so many years. He doesn't know shit about society. Then you have David, this like living panic attack that is in debt, that like is super anxious and whatever. And then you have Zeke, who in theory should be very, I think, leader-ish.
He should be wise, but because he's been in prison, so he just doesn't know anything about the modern world.
Like if we think about it, I actually think Firini has the highest wisdom out of everyone. I think
I don't know if I have it canonically, like as in on my character sheet. Honestly, if we're talking character-wise, yes.
I'm gonna say you should, and if you don't, we can edit that after this. If we think about it, because out of everybody, you just have the most content. You know, okay, like for example, in the prologue, I was so pissed.
I said, "Fuck this shit, I was."
I was so pissed.
That was so funny.
It's funny, but I was in the moment. I was so pissed because, like, fuck, Faraday was supposed to be my introduction to the wild. Shit.
Every day I wake up and think, how can I piss off Faisa the most today?
The way you just fuck up my shit for no reason.
Because it's funny. It's funny. It's literally just because it's funny.
I just like the idea of like imagine if it was like one of those regular DVDs.
Imagine watching like a TV show where like this main character's supposed to go and like, nah, I'm good.
Like no, imagine if fucking in like the Avatar they fucking open Aang out of the fucking iceberg
and Aang said no.
Yeah, and then like, oh my god, yes, you need to master the 4 elements. And he's like, nah, bruh, I'm good. I'm gonna go hang out with these penguins.
And Aang just said, nah. Aang was like, nah, fuck that shit.
You my sky bison, I'm gonna go fuck around and have fun.
But yeah, I thought it was fun. Like, I knew that obviously she would have to like get there eventually, but like Fairy is like a good. Fairy is like David, but just extremely toned down. Like she has anxiety, but not to the level that David does.
Yeah.
She's just like kind of geez, Rick, I don't know, man. Like she's just kind of like, she's very skeptical. She'll do things because like she's in this now for the long haul, so she's like she might as well put her all into it. But also Fiorani has her own backstory that we will probably get into soon.
That we'll get into sooner than you think.
Oh wait. Oh, what? I don't like that at all. Oh dear. I've not been told. Guys, live reaction. Oh dear.
Live reaction, not clickbait.
Oh, no. I'm in danger. But yeah, Fiorani was promised anything she wants after this whole ordeal is over, and she knows exactly what she wants. Yeah. So
no, technically it's like you just inherit her fortune. And
yeah. But I was also promised like, you need things, I can get them for
I will say this now, if you listen to it, I don't think you don't have to wait until she's dead.
I know, but also like she just knows that she has the resources to do this now. She doesn't mind, like even if she did have to wait this out, she doesn't mind because she knows that she's going to get to her end goal.
Yeah.
So I don't know, unless something happens. I hate you. But yeah. But playing Fiorani is fun. You do not understand how long I've had Fiorani. Fiorani has been around for a very long, which is why when you told me this was set in, I put my character in before you told me this was set in like the futuristic 1920s. Yeah. Hence why her name is Fiorani, which would have been a much more classical D&D name.
I think Fiorani fits.
Yeah, Fiorani
fits. The names, like if I had to say this, it's a lot.
I don't know. I'll like
for me to be like, hey David, roll how much Eldritch Blast damage you do. Like,
I don't know. I'll rewrite it. So like, I don't know. She gives me like, I'm like, because Fiorani, my like voice headcanon for Fiorani is kind of like a very young, like Tracy Ellis Ross kind of voice.
Yeah.
Like it's giving like Rainbow from Blackish kind of energy. Except like much more peaceful than her. That's my like voice canon for her.
The idea of Rainbow shouting "these fucking crows" makes me laugh.
But yeah, that's like my voice headcanon for her, is just Tracy Ellis Ross.
Right.
Those kinds of vibes.
I mean, okay, so like, what other classes are you thinking? I mean, I assume you have other shit in the dome.
Bro, I'm not going to share my folder right now, but if I was to share I have a D&D folder just full of I have like, wait, let me, we'll do a live count, because also remember, just so y'all know, I'm also planning my own campaign very soon. Planning campaigns makes me want to cry.
Oh wow, what?
Listen, I said I don't mind if you clown on me for being sad for planning my own campaign, because it hurts.
No, it's okay, it's tough.
But yeah, I have
I will make your life a living hell.
As you should. I have I have like multiple different things for Fiorani, including so many notes and notes for Alania and Zavros. And then I have a backup character because I have a very sinking feeling that Zavros might die.
Wow, your character.
So the second that Finn told me I got affected by that thing, I was like, let me just make this backup character real quick. Like I had one in the works. I was like, let me just finish it off.
Is he connected to any characters in any way, or is it just like new.
We'll see. We'll see. If
Okay.
we'll figure that out if
When
we
we
get
come
to.
to
Oh shit! I keep knocking things over. We'll figure that out if we get to that point where Zavaros kicks the bucket.
Right.
But yeah, and then I have like an entire folder just full of like all my characters for my campaign that I'm planning.
Right. Oh, actually, that kind of reminds me of something else. I mean, well, this
Mhm.
isn't exactly related, but do you feel like there are any differences in playing in a homebrew game versus playing for a podcast? Like, what do you feel like any differences between the two?
I feel like I think you can very much tell when something is homebrew. Like you can tell like when a person puts like their own kind of twist on things, like whether it
Oh no,
be
I meant a home
oh
game.
what
Sorry, I meant a
oh
home game.
oh home game sorry
Difference playing a home game and like playing on a podcast.
oh I thought sorry you said homebrew.
On homebrew stuff. It's cool.
No, but yeah, I'll finish that later. But what do you mean, like doing my own game and like?
Okay. So for example, the difference between playing in like Rise of Loath and Song of the Void versus Spice of Dice.
Because
like, you
I
find
feel
yourself
that like
differently between the two is like exactly the same.
I feel that like I am, especially since we're right at the beginning of Spice of Dice. I feel like I need to be way more careful with my characters because I think even at the beginning, like with Rise of Lolth and with Song of the Void, it's like a lot of fucking around, a lot of just having fun, exploring the world, exploring your own character. Obviously, you'll do that in the podcast as well, like exploring your own character, but also like I can't have Fiorni kick the bucket like 5 episodes in, just in case I can't revive her, because what the hell are we gonna do now?
I will say Fiorni is the only healer, and I think Zeke has like 1 healing potion.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. So like, if Fiorni kicks the bucket, the whole podcast goes down the fucking toilet. Lest I create a backup character, or like we revive Fiorni or something. I don't know. Is there like she get like Fiorni just gets sent to like the fucking spirit realm? But yeah, I feel like but playing like a home game where it's like you're not worrying about too much about what's being like, obviously paying attention to what's being said, but like with a podcast, like you got to really make sure you're paying attention to continuity, because it's not just going to be you who's listening to it, it's going to be other people who's listening to this. So it's like I can't be like, oh yes, my player's missing an arm, and then go, I don't fucking know, I'm gonna play a basketball match in the next episode and be like, wait,
that would be funny for a podcast though. I think that
you're like, wait, didn't she just lose an arm and now she's gonna play a basketball? What? But you know what I mean.
Oh my god, that basketball arc went crazy. Oh my god.
And also, like, I feel that you can have a lot more lulls when you're just playing like a home game, whereas you don't want too much dead air when you're doing the podcast.
Yeah.
Because if there's too much dead air, you're like, okay, this is just going to be like this is like 5 hours long and we need to cut like 3.5 hours out of it, which is just us like chatting shit, stuff that really just should not be on air that we say, or like dead air, like times when we're not saying anything or someone has to go off and do something or whatever.
Yeah. Like, literally every recording, we hang out for like an hour just talking bullshit before we even start recording.
Yeah. Even like in between when things are happening, we'll say the most random That's how like the most recent episode, the other day, I came up with the title of Hotboxing in the Fortress of Solitude.
It had nothing to do with what the episode was. It just was a funny
had nothing to do. It was just a tangent that we went on. That was funny, and I was crying. I thought it was so fucking funny. But like stuff like that. But there's just a lot more like stupid shit that we keep in. But with a home game, you're just like, yeah, we can chat all the stupid shit we want, because we know at the end of the day, it's not going to too much effect. Like you're not going to lose too much concentration. You can always just head back to whatever you're talking about.
Yeah,
which is nice about it. It's just very like relaxing. But like doing a podcast, I do enjoy the thing of like, okay, we're going to get this done. We got like this time frame to make sure we get like to these different kinds of checkpoints. Anything we don't get done, it's going to happen in the next episode. You know.
Yeah, if anything, I had to say it's like, it's like the main difference for me personally, it's like the anxiety and the need for it to be way more interesting.
Yeah.
Like, how do I say this? I think like in a home game, I have had sessions where it's just like you guys getting from A to B and some shit happens along the way. Like stupid whatever stuff, and it can take like fucking 5 hours and whatever. Alright, cool, it's whatever. But in these sessions, it's like, okay, cool. There has to be a fight, and okay, I need to get this little stuff like seen across, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was so nervous the first couple sessions. It's edited out amazingly by Finn. Ooh,
Love you, Finn.
Love you,
Finn.
Love you, Finn. I would stutter so fucking much. Episodes 1 and 2, I was stuttering so much. I'd say a lot. And then he's like, if I just say it like,
you replace the stuttering with scatting.
Yeah, scat.
It's like, all right, guys. So you head to the skibbity bop, and we're like, yeah, all right.
Yeah. By the end, I'm gonna get really good at scatting.
You really are.
By the end of the season, I'm gonna get really good at scatting, and I'm gonna drop an album.
Be so good.
Scat man, no.
Scat man.
If I just say this on levels of confidence, I'd say prologue, episode 1, episode 2, I'm pretty nervous in those ones, like really bad. Episode 3, I'm doing pretty okay, and episode 4, that's like, okay, cool. I've hit my stride. I feel confident in this. I'm ready to go. Baby.
You can very much tell as well. Because like when we were starting up, because when you did session 0, oh god, we don't talk about session 0.
The session that shall not be named.
The first, guys, if y'all ever make this like super blow up popular, we will create a Patreon where we will have episode, because I know Finn has the backlog somewhere.
Yeah,
where we have episode 0.
No. I will say this now. I will only ever release session 0 on the payment of £1,000. You need to drop a G if you want to see that.
Please, it was so bad. It was so bad. Cursed.
So bad.
It
so
was
bad.
So bad. But it was funny.
For context, the players in my campaign are like level 10 or level 12. I don't remember what level it is.
Did I like die?
I think I killed you, and then I almost killed Finn. It's because you guys are level 4, and I was like, I forgot how squishy you guys are at that level, and I was like,
oh my god!
And I'm pretty sure the session was like, hey guys, this sexy Tumblr clock god, whatever.
We have to release that image somewhere.
No!
We're gonna leak that photo.
Okay, so like here's like right, like if I had to say this, the session was so bad I had to write out a piece of law. I just got rid of it.
Oh my god!
Like sexy Tumblr clock man basically sends you on a quest to get a thing from the cactus witch.
Cool. Oh my god! Is it wrong that I feel like the sexy Tumblr clock man would have Bo Burnham's voice?
Yes, that's accurate. Yeah.
So bad.
It took one chain lightning spell for you to go down, and then for me to almost insta-permanent kill Finn.
Bro, that was so...
It was horrid.
Oh my god, it was wonderful.
It was bad.
It was so funny. Oh my god.
And then there's like a huge chunk of the prologue that we cut out because it was just a bad encounter I made.
It was a really shit encounter.
Okay. Original plan for that, I was expecting you guys to get through that room in like 2 to 3 rounds, but you didn't ask enough questions. So I'm not even gonna describe what the puzzle was, but the point was originally you're supposed to go through like 3 of these rooms, and the last room was gonna be like this crow mech thing you had to fight to get to the room where you talked to Khadija, but it was so bad we didn't even make it to the second room. So
we really didn't. It was really bad.
And it was like, okay, cool. You guys are just gonna walk in and then fucking like go to Khadija.
I felt really bad because I was like, wow, we are stupid.
No, I wasn't clear enough as a DM about how the fucking encounter worked. That's on me, guys. I had gotten so comfy DMing for the other campaign. I was like, it should be fine. And then I was like, oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh no, this is hard.
It's
Um,
so
but
funny.
yeah.
But like it out of the deal, maybe it just comes to being a DM.
It
I
happened.
learned that the hard way because I remember when we did that thing for platform where like I did like a mini like DM. This was back when we were still
Yeah.
doing it over Zoom,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh god,
Oh
this is
yeah.
what it's like.
Nonsense fun.
This is what it's like. Oh dear. Oh
Oh,
god.
how the tables have turned.
But yeah, it kind of helped me like realize, oh, DMing can be like super fun. Also, like, because I love doing like improv DMing, like the ones that we would do at Changelings.
Yeah.
I loved doing those. So,
Same.
but I still remember like the library thing with like Finn being a One Direction fangirl cryptid.
Yes. Okay.
So
For
good.
context, basically, Platform Youth Hub. If you're in London and the Islington area,
Hey, big up London.
big up London. Yeah. So Platform Youth Hub. It's a cool youth hub where like kids can hang out.
RIP platform.
RIP platform. I mean, it's reopening now, but
Yeah.
Gentrification.
Before we did this recording, we were like having a whole rant about it.
Right before recording, I was fighting the council. Don't worry about it.
It's okay.
It's
a story for another day.
Story for another day. So platform, and then there's this cool guy, Adam Ferner.
Love Adam.
Love
you, Adam. We love him.
If you are listening to this, hi Adam.
If you ever listen to this, hi Adam, we love you and I miss you.
We miss you. I just have his email and I don't know what an appropriate reason.
Finn, you can cut this out. Invite Adam for an episode because he would say yes.
That'd be
Invite Adam for an episode because he would definitely say yes. Okay, continue.
Anyway, yeah. So, Adam would run these like super fun. No, originally it started as a fucking creative writing group, and it started as a changelings. Yeah. So fucking us and Adam it started as creative writing, and then it turned into card games, so we made our own games, and then it turned into like board games, and then TTRPGs, and then that's when you came in.
That's when the leader of platform at the time, Anna, was like, hey, you want to join this cult called Changelings? It's just a bunch of kids doing fun things. And I was like, sure, I've got nothing to do.
Yeah, so we were just playing this. We were playing a ton of different.
And then I never left
games. Yeah, and you stayed until the very end.
No, because I actually loved that, bro. On my days off from on my days off from college, I would go to platform and just vibe there.
It's a cool place. It's great.
I would just go there, say hi to Anna, chill, like take a nap on a sofa, whatever, bro. It's nice.
A great place. Yeah, it was great. He's the first person to introduce him to D&D. He was the gateway.
He's such a nerd.
He's the reason I'm not a dentist and I'm studying art. It's his fault I'm not middle class. No, I'm kidding. Appreciate it.
You could have gone into dentistry.
I do want to say I don't particularly have any passion for teeth or anything. It was just like, they do less work than doctors but get paid more. Nice.
You ever seen that video of a guy's like, Dad, are you proud that all your kids are doctors? Or you're a dentist. Is that not a doctor? No. I was like, emotional damage.
God. Okay. This was like a good time to pivot. Are you down to read some D&D Am I the Asshole Reddit posts?
Let me open it up.
I'll send you the stories we're talking about.
Fuck yeah. I'm gonna open it up myself just to have a look, but of course. Why is the first thing? What's that fucking show that you're into?
There's so many.
Inside Job. Inside Job. Why is the first post on Reddit that I see from Dungeons and Daddies and it's an Inside Job post of you did this to me. You're a parasite.
Everything I done. Okay, I'm sending you the one I'm gonna do now on Insta. I'll put up your Insta.
Sick.
I will read this one, and then if you want to read one, I can send you because I just have my Safari is just Reddit posts right now.
We love
full
to see
Reddit.
it.
So if you want to read some, I can send you them, and then we can just because I
Okay.
just read the titles and I don't know what the fuck. The name
Oh, I read the title of this and I was
I
like,
know.
oh baby.
Okay, I'm just gonna jump into it. Okay.
Okay. Go on, read it out.
Am I the okay? This is posted by Little Thought 4132. Am I the asshole? Got kicked out of a D&D group before session 0 even began. This is one of two ways.
Oh god.
Oh god. Okay, so I got kicked out of a Dungeons and Dragons group. We planned a session for 2 months, and a week before the game master messaged me telling me he doesn't want me there. For context, other players had agreed to join, and then said for the next 2 months he couldn't make it on the agreed upon date. We tried another date, but there was a little overlap in free time, so I tried messaging individual players, seeing where the agenda might find a free spot, so we can play sooner than 2 months. I did this because I think planning shouldn't fall solely on the GM's shoulders. That's actually a good mindset to have.
That's fair.
Nevertheless, the GM decided 2 months waiting was worth it, so everyone could make it. Then the GM asked us to wait for session 0 to make characters. Great, love that. Make and build them together. Then the GM drops a 400-page supplement book before the holidays. Okay, no worries. I start reading it, but it's difficult to read fast, a foreign language. Jeez. Then he says we best pay membership to this game store so we can play a whole year round for a fixed price. Great, I listen and pay the hobby store. I never visit a membership fee. Oh, this keeps getting worse. The GM asks if I have a character in mind, and he adds it's mainly so the newer players have already something. I'm a 4-year GM myself, so I think it really doesn't apply to me. I say I prepared to wait for session 0, so I can facilitate whatever the group dynamic // needs are, and I need to meet the other players first for that. And I'm still reading upon his supplement book. Nevertheless, I make up 3 characters and builds on the spot to show I really don't need prep, and to show the kinds of characters I was thinking about. 1 grimdark, 1 joyful, and 1 quirky.
Okay.
A week later, with a lot of the holidays in between, so busy times, the GM asked if I know what I want to play. I'm honest, I didn't do much reading and I didn't plan yet, so I tell him that honestly, but add if he wants, I have a character up and running tomorrow, he just needs to ask. I start working at a character so he has something to work with, and an hour later he sends me saying he doesn't want me to be in his group anymore. Apparently, me privately talking to other players around about game night changes and refusing to make a character are what drew him over the edge. I have now cancelled 3 other plans, one including a team building with my new company, paid money and spent time reading his homebrew just to get kicked out 1 week before. Am I the asshole for getting mad? No.
No, absolutely, no. You are not the asshole.
I'm not gonna
because
lie,
your GM is the prick. What the fuck?
What the? You
fucking tosser.
You got punished for listening to his instructions. This is bullshit.
You did everything that he said. You proved that you know what you're doing, that you are not only a seasoned game master, but also you can make up your characters on the spot, and you're trying to facilitate for people who aren't as sure what they're doing. And if you're the kind of person who can build a quick character on the spot, day of session 0, and have something to play, and you can go with the flow, I don't see an issue with that. Also, the fact that you've paid money for this,
that's insane. That's what fucking gets me. You know what it is? I'd be less mad if it was like, yeah, well, we had just planned to play on Zoom, and then they just canceled on me. That sucks. But you know,
that sucks. But like, yeah, but it happens. Not.
You paid I'm pretty sure it's an annual subscription to this fucking they do not go to.
Annual subscriptions.
Annual.
Also, that's a shit ton of money.
That's so expensive. They didn't list the price, but most annual payments are pretty big.
No, so no, you are not the asshole, and I hope you find a better group and a better GM in the future. It's not your fault. That is horrible. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Fuck. I would scream. I would beat the shit out of this DM.
I would fight. I just imagining investing so much time, money, and energy into something that's just count a week before, 2 months, a week before. This GM fucking sucks. What? Okay. Anyway, Izzy, do you want to read the next one, or do you want me to read it?
I can read it.
Cool.
Okay. Am I the asshole for my character's neutrality and view of the BBEG? I'm currently playing a Kobold Ranger who joined the party a few sessions in and have been kept in the dark for some of the other players' goals. Currently, everyone wants to kill the... What does BBEG stand
Big
for?
Bad Evil Guy.
Oh.
So like the main big
I just had a brain fart. Yeah.
It's okay. Hey, that was
kill the BBEG. the beg of the campaign
Beg.
for one reason or another, but my character doesn't have a reason to hate him. Edit some more context. From what has been happening when my sorry, I just got a from what has been happening when my character joined, the group has been saving towns and children from undead, monstrosities, starvation, and the likes. This has caused some kind of deity to notice, and it essentially told my character to keep doing what we have been doing.
Nice.
Okay.
God just gave you a
Sick.
thumbs up.
For real. God
You're
said,
great.
"You're doing great, buddy." My character currently has a very neutral view of the big bad evil guy and doesn't feel the need to hide many secrets from him. My character just doesn't want to piss him off. Because of my character's neutral views, it's causing a bit of conflict with the party. This most recent session, we were sent to grab a MacGuffin, oh no, from a tower where we were met by the big bad evil guy. The other characters decided to hide from him while he confronted my character. My character was being honest and straightforward. We were grabbing an unknown book for a friend as a favor, and it caused some trust issues with the other PCs. With them stating, with how neutral your character is, we don't know if you are going to betray us and leave. I feel worried that they might try to kill my character off later because of the neutrality.
Oh my goodness.
TLDR. Am I the asshole for not having a negative view of the big bad evil? No, you're not.
You're not.
Because you've just created your character, and your character has basically been told, hey, keep going on the way that you're going on. So of course you're going to continue doing that. Please, that's so violent. Imagine just doing as you've been doing, because borderline your DM has said, yeah, go for it. And now all your other people in your campaign are like, let's just fucking murk this guy, bro.
That's so scary. That's insane. I do want to say, hey DM, where are ya? Do you know how fucking easy it is to give someone a motivation to hate somebody? It's
for real. For
real. Just be like, oh hey, Kobold, your swamp was burned down. You want to know who did it?
Yeah, for real.
Guy,
just
Oh
my god, that's so bad. But no, because once again, it reminds me see how I'm playing Zavaros. Mm-hmm. I'm to not immediately change just because you see what other players are doing and continuously be myself. Mm-hmm. And that's what this person is doing. Mm-hmm. Bro, why you gotta type this out in leet speak? I'm not reading out that username because it's in leet speak and I can't tell what it says.
Okay.
I think it
fuck
dark pass.
Dark passing.
Dark passing. Okay, dark passinger.
I'm just whatever. I'm just gonna read
75. But it's in leet speak. I can't be asked. But
it's posted by D4RKPF. I mean not F. I mixed up F and 4. I'm sorry. It's posted by D4RKP4SS3NG3R75.
Hey yo, what's the Wi-Fi password, bro?
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
But yeah, no, you are not the asshole because you are simply playing with what has been given to you.
Yeah.
That doesn't make you the asshole. I quite like your character, to be fair. I love the neutrality.
A kobold ranger, a frog that doesn't hate anyone, is I don't fucking know, bro. I'm just here because God told me to. That's a vibe.
I love that so much.
It's fun. Anyway, so I'm just gonna move on to the next one.
Okay.
But yeah, keep doing what you're doing, Frogman.
I'm waiting for an asshole. I need someone to be the asshole.
I know. I'm not gonna. I was expecting the first guy to be an asshole, but he wasn't. I was like, ugh, damn it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. This is posted by Senvul Nev on Reddit. Wizard complains about being targeted. Am I the asshole? Simply put, a wizard in my campaign decided to be an evocation wizard so they could sling spells everywhere and not nuke the party. No big deal, I thought. Then he started using Fireball in literally every single situation. Talking to an important but powerful NPC, I don't like his attitude. I want to cast Fireball. Merchant won't give away items. I'm gonna steal it. I cast Fireball centered on the merchant. Group of enemies, guessed it, fireball. But oh shit, half of them survived and decided to all attack the wizard who just nuked their platoon. That's targeting. Why are all of the Rangers guys shooting me? Sleeping Hydra, though one head is awake because Hydra cast fireball before anyone could stop them. Why is the Hydra ignoring the others charging me? Because they didn't attack nor entered combat. There is blood and gore in a hallway and the rogue says there are traps, duh. Fireball casted and walks forward. Shock the traps triggered by pressure plates go off anyway. No way, I burned away all the triggers. Giant, oh fuck, the way this just keeps going.
It's getting worse.
It's getting worse. Giant unknown crystal golem just standing in a room and not moving. Fireball, golem shoots back a lightning bolt from its head. Why did it attack me? Technically, yes, I'm targeting the wizard because he's attacking everyone with obvious and flashy attacks, but am I an asshole for it? Honestly, the other players told me I should kill him off. I would, but the cleric heals him as his character is like that, even though the player wants to fucking kick the wizard's ass IRL. Edit. So the post got up bigger than I expected. Whatever. Yes, the player.
Yeah, let's just edit. Talk about it. You are not the asshole. They are the asshole.
They are the asshole.
Fuck off.
Okay, here's the thing, right? They are so obviously the asshole, but low-key, this wizard is really funny.
Oh, yeah, I understand. If it's a thing that you're doing in character, then yeah, that's funny. But if you're just being a prick and not following along with the story, you're like, fireball, fuck off.
Fireball. You know what it is? I think if I want to play a character like this, I think I'd want to play a character like this for one session and then die and then be the character that killed him. And then be like, you know what I mean? I don't think you can play a character like this for like a whole like campaign. You know what I mean? I just like this is just such shithead.
And then wonder why you're being targeted. Fuck off!
Like you're the only person attacking.
What you're gonna get like hit by what you're fucking attack.
Oh, so stupid.
Oh my god.
But
yeah.
Laughing.
Sendelnev, no, you are not the asshole. That player, that fucking wizard's the asshole, dude.
That's so funny. That is so
It's very funny though. It's very
hilarious.
That is very funny.
Oh, you're
fireball.
not gonna give me that fucking sword that does 3d6 damage? Okay.
Fireball. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Why the fuck am I thinking about Voldemort? Imagine like
Harry Potter, the boy who lives, come to die. Fireball.
Imagine just like every time you see Voldemort on screen, he's just casting that spell.
Yeah, the boy who lived, come to die.
Like
fireball.
Just fucking nukes everyone. That's so funny. That's so funny. Azathiel is, I just want to bring this up. Azathiel is evocation wizard. So
yeah, and his evocation is just getting bread out of his pants.
I said Azathiel on feet.
Azathiel. Oops. Listen, all the campaigns are blending into one. All right.
It is.
Oh my god! I don't know if you have anything else, but I was like, I think we should do our own personal origin story of how we met.
Oh, jeez. I'm just
origin story.
Yes, go ahead. You start.
The pilot episode.
Oh, fuck.
All right, I'll start. So, for those, we'll go more into the lore of the links between everyone in the Spice of Dice, giving you a little behind the scenes of the magic.
We'll make a relationship short, it's fine.
But yeah, so Mio, who plays Azathiel, our lovely slime boy, I met them in college, sixth form. Which is for all you. I know we've got a massive fucking American audience, but that's basically like the last years of high school. That's like the last years of high school.
Oh yeah, okay. So the years before you go to college, those two.
Yeah, basically the years before you go to uni. That's
which I believe for America is senior and
yeah, it's like junior and senior year basically.
It's
junior and senior.
It's gonna go freshman, junior,
freshman, sophomore, junior, senior.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, it's basically your last 2 years of high school is what we were going through basically before you go to university. Yeah. That is how I met Mio as a Theo. and it was their birthday, and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna go see a movie. I'm inviting one of my friends, Faisa." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool, yay, new friends." Because basically at this place, I knew one person before I went to my college, and I was like, okay, yay, new friends with Mia. And also we met Milo there as well. Milo, our lovely David Stallment.
Our famed businessman.
Yeah, and so I think they came along as well, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they were there.
Y'all want to know what we watched? We watched Frozen fucking 2.
It was a good film.
We fucking went and watched Frozen 2. And
that
before
was the fated connection.
Yeah, I remember we met up at our meeting place. Like, I left and Mia was like, "Yeah, we're meeting here." And I remember you like shook my hand, and I was like, I don't think I've ever had anyone like shake my hand for like, it's usually just like a, "Oh, hi, how you doing?" Whatever. Never a handshake. Okay, Daryl Wilson.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I don't shake people's hands that often.
I don't know why you shook my hand. Like, that was the thing that
right. I was like, "Hey, I'm Faisa."
Okay, I will not mention. You know that without going into you know the reason why I think it's funny you shook my hand.
Yeah, I know.
I won't go into it, but you know why I think it's funny. And that was when I was like,
people should shake hands more.
That and also I shook your hand and thought, we're gonna be friends. We're gonna be very good friends. I shook your hand. I was like, we are gonna be fucking besties.
So bizarre.
And then like when I started, when Mia was like, "Oh, come to Platform with us,"
yeah,
and I started coming to Platform, which is the youth club in the
area,
that's and
forced to hang around me. I was there all the time.
And then we started before lockdown, when we started doing like the little campaigns of like changelings and stuff. And I was like, "Oh my god, so funny." I genuinely thought that you were like just super funny.
Literally, here's the thing, right? God, yes. The first day we met, aka the day we went Frozen 2, I was like, "Okay, cool, Faisa. I don't like anyone from my sixth form, and I don't really have a friend group right now. I need to turn up the charm so fucking high so these people like me."
You said, "Let me max out my charisma."
I was just like, by the end of tonight, I need to make sure everyone here is in love with me, so we hang out again.
You said, "Roll charisma with advantage."
Baby.
And it worked because I was like, "Oh my god, yes, we're besties forever." We're literally just
2 years later,
and here we are 2 years later. And then it was after that when we started playing Rise of Wolf, when I met Finn, who I will keep saying, our wonderful tech wizard.
He also plays Zeke.
Who's also Zeke. But also Finn just does everything. Finn is the tech wizard of the group, and I don't know how he does it.
I need to get him on at some point. Like,
absolutely.
What he does. It's like he edits and he does music.
He writes all the bro.
We have original music. I think that's insane.
I think that's crazy. All those other NADPOD who, Dimension 20 who, Dungeons and Daddies who, who. Excuse me.
I'm pretty sure that's one of the first things. Oh fuck! Remember we said during season
Oh my
0?
God! The first thing you ever said is you were gonna like fucking murk the McElroy brothers.
No, it wasn't the McElroy brothers. It was just Griffin. And I was just like...
You said you were like on the 23rd of July, 2022. Wait, we need to go back and check the date because I think it was like,
no, yeah, it's recorded. I'm pretty sure it's
like Griffin McElroy, I'm coming for you. And we were like, Faisa, no.
I'm pretty sure it was like on the 23rd of August 2035. I will come to Griffin McElroy's house and knock him, like, to steal the crown of Bestiam.
All right, we are going to get such a big following. We are the new McElroys.
Yeah.
I'm just
fuck those guys.
Yes,
we're coming for their crown.
Okay,
it's fine.
We're coming for Taz's crown. We're gonna find the throne Griffin McElroy sits on and shove him out of it because we're coming for them. We're coming for them.
You hear that?
You hear that?
Griffin McElroy, who's listening to this,
3 years time.
Right now, in 3 years, we're going to find you.
We're gonna
Why?
find hey
My
Griffin
favourite
McElroy,
lesbians.
December 13th in 2024. We're gonna fucking find you and rob.
I'm kidding. I'm 100% joking. I'm not planning on jumping Griffin
Spice of
McElroy.
Dice does not condone grievous bodily harm and or murder,
Especially towards rival podcasts. We
especially
believe
towards Griffin
democracy.
McElroy.
If you want me to jump Griffin McElroy, make sure to give us 5 stars on Apple. I'm kidding.
Ah! But no, but that was really funny.
I think I could take him in a fight. I don't think there's a point, but I do want to put it out there. If it really can come down to it, I could probably take Griffin. We both can't see, so I just have to make sure I take off his glasses first.
But yeah, and it was this kind of humor that made me think, oh yeah, we're gonna be besties. We're gonna be absolutely the best of friends. And now here we are. We hate each other's guts, and you're my mortal rival.
I hate you, but I respect you. Rivals.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny because every time I think, I don't know where my life would be without you, bro.
I do want to say it's so insane that I've only known you for 2 years because it feels like
No, genuinely,
I've known you forever.
really, no, seriously, it feels like I've known you for so long.
I know. I didn't even think about secondary school. I'm like, wait a minute, where's Izzy? That's fucking weird.
I erased from the memories. Oh, speaking of your secondary school, we can also talk about my campaign at some point and my plans.
Oh my god, yes. Oh, do you want to save it so you can catfish Finn and...
Actually, yeah, we'll save my plan so like I can because Finn's the only one who doesn't know, and
he's the only one out of the loop.
I think he may have a stroke.
I do want to say this because I think we should reveal it later when you do it. You told me the idea, and I felt like fainting. I was like, cool. If you do that, the first thing my character's gonna do is walk into oncoming traffic. I will kill myself.
I told you and Mio, and you were both like, we are going to kill ourselves and change the trajectory of your life forever.
Yeah, my character casts seppuku and they honor themselves and they don't have to deal with it. It sounds intense, but like
what I'm going to do, it's psychological trauma.
It is. I will say this now. It's more scary and intense than any BBEG that you could ever think of.
Oh, it's the worst.
I'd rather fight Strahd, but like with peasant stats. Like me now.
I'd rather be like level 1 fighting Cthulhu.
Yeah, literally. I'd probably have a better chance than the shit you did.
Like some level 1 human fighter fighting Cthulhu.
Okay.
Yeah, I just thought that was funny.
So great.
So wholesome. So cute.
Oh god. Okay. We've been talking for over an hour.
Oh, it is.
Do you want to squeeze one more in?
Yeah. Let's squeeze one more in.
Okay.
I saw the title and I was like, oh dear.
Oh, I know.
Whoa.
Okay, I think. Did you read the last one? Did I read the last one?
You read the last one.
Okay,
so I'll read this one.
Yeah, cool.
Oh no. Okay. Am I the asshole? I don't want to host our D&D games anymore because of a player's girlfriend. Oh dear. For the last 3 months, I, male 34, have been hosting our D&D games in my flat.
Oh, they're British.
British, innit? They're British. British. I hate myself.
Cheerio. God bless the Queen. Okay.
Beach on toast. I hate being British. Big up London, the only city.
London,
the only city
to exist.
Big up London, the only city.
The rest of England isn't real. It's
not real.
Government.
I'm currently sat in the Twilight Zone.
No, it isn't real. It's just space. It's just
thanks
space.
for doxing me. I'm joking. I'm joking. Yes, no one knows where I am.
Izzy's address.
I'm I'm in the Twilight Zone. That's where I am. The Twilight Zone called Norwich. But
if you give us 5 stars reviews, I will dox Izzy.
Can you not, baby? But yeah, okay. And hosting D&D games in my flat, innit? Everything was fine. Everything was fine until one of the players wanted to bring his male 33 girlfriend, female 30, along, which in itself was not a big problem. So we all agreed that she could watch. She didn't want to play herself as she was too unexperienced, in her own words, she says. During the session, she came across as very bored and constantly made loud sighing noises. Oh, I hate women. I guess.
I get you're non-binary. But
Spice of Dice does not condone misogyny.
Another reason why the session 0 can't come out.
Love a woman from infinity to infinity, guys. Love a woman from infinity.
I do it.
Bro, I'm gonna have to like post a YouTube apology video now.
You know what it is? I don't want to post session 0, but I do want to cut. I do want to release the one clip where Mia was like, "I'm a misogynist."
I can't remember. Oh my god. Finn. Finn, cut what I'm about to say out. I don't remember what session it was. I just remember when Mio had really shitty Wi-Fi and all we heard was my glizzy and then they cut off. I don't know if you remember. I think that might have been like a bit of Rise of Lolth, but I just remember a very vivid memory of us talking about something and then Mia going, my glizzy, and then getting cut from the call.
I'm pretty
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure that was session 0, but I don't remember.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna read this from the beginning because all we
No, carry on. I don't
I'm
know.
just gonna read. Okay, I'm gonna read from
so
here.
Finn
Okay.
wants to cut out all of this. This is just for us.
Okay, I'm gonna start this post again from the beginning. Okay. Sorry, Finn. Okay. Am I the asshole? I don't want to host our D&D games anymore because of a player's girlfriend. For the last 3 months, I've been hosting our D&D games in my flat.
In it.
British. Everything was fine until one of the players wanted to bring his girlfriend along, which in itself is not a big problem, so we agreed to play and she could watch. She didn't want to play because she was, in her own words, too inexperienced. During the sessions, she came across as very bored and constantly made loud sighing noises to, I guess, express her boredom, which was disruptive and, to be honest, childish in my opinion. She also had a very rude attitude in general and complained about the choices of snacks and drinks. Is she 5?
Girl, why did you even come over?
I didn't read it out. This is a 30-year-old woman.
Oh, goodness.
I'm like half her age and I behave better than this.
Yeah, this is insane.
What really annoyed me came after the session, however. 2 days ago, I logged into Discord and went to our group's video game channel just to discover that the girlfriend was talking shit behind my back, calling my place a dirt hole and me a psycho, as well as my husband a creep. Okay, homophobia, let's go.
Oh, that's so bad.
She probably didn't realise that I was a hole because I use a different name on Discord. I guess I have to explain here. Oh, okay. I make paper flowers for weddings and funerals as a side job. So my flat sometimes is a bit untidy, but never unclean or dirty.
That's fun.
She apparently found it creepy that a grown man had dozens of paper flowers lying around. Mind you, I put them all on my work desk to make the place more comfortable for visitors. My husband came home in the evening and startled her when he entered the living room. Why I can't say for sure why she called him a creep. It's either because there is an age gap between me and him of 7 years, or because he has a disfigured face due to an accident.
Either way, she's a bitch.
Piss off, this
Piss
bitch.
off. What is this?
Never mind. I am a misogynist. No. Once again, Spice of Dice does not condone misogyny.
Spice of Dice is coming out.
We need to make a disclaimer for the things that we do not condone.
We're
because
kidding.
we say a lot.
Nothing we say here represents the opinions of the Spice of Dice or the Spice of Dice brand. Don't sue us.
Oh my god. And then we just have fucking Ali, a little Kenku, like, as our little mascot saying, Spice of Dice does not condone. I was angry when the players asked when the next session would be. I told them the day and also that the girlfriend was not invited to come since she felt so uncomfortable in my dirt hole of a place. By now, everyone else had also seen what she wrote. That pissed her off, and her boyfriend as well. Simp, who even said that I should send my husband away too if we didn't allow spouses to come anymore. Your girlfriend's a bitch.
Yeah.
Which I called him an entitled prick.
Her.
And plainly stated that I would no longer host the sessions anymore as long as he wanted to bring her along. The group now is torn into two camps, two lovers, both alike in dignity. Those who agree with me and those who want to skip the drama and just want to continue playing, with or without her. So, am I the asshole for pretty much making it impossible for our group to continue the game because I don't want the girlfriend in my flat anymore? No, you aren't.
No.
Go off, King. She's a bitch.
I wanna read the edit because I do think it's important. Yeah. So, edit. I am hosting because of my husband's disability and don't want to leave him alone if it can be avoided. Because a lot have asked why she wants to tag along. I suspect that she has control issues. So take that with a grain of salt, please. I am not that familiar with their relationship. Either way, she's a bitch.
She's a bitch.
She's a bitch. What the? Not the
you
asshole.
can't go if we're not allowing spouse along. Your girlfriend's a bitch. Like. Oh, she complaining about the fucking snack. Is she 5? Oh, I don't like apple juice. I want orange juice. Shut the fuck up. Like,
you know what I would do if I was in the situation? I'd kick out the player with the girlfriend. I know.
I'd kill him off in a dramatic fashion.
You are
Send him
banished
to the shadow realm and just continue on.
For real, it's not that deep. Like, yeah, I just imagine being a gracious host, allowing people into your home, and they chat shit about you in the Discord you're in. Are you a nigga like me?
Fucking serious?
I would rather that day.
I would choose so much of violence. I would go on a rampage.
For real. Oh. God. I also
but no, you are not the asshole. Sorry, what was this person's username? Gilio Walters. No, you are not the asshole. I hope you and your husband are having a lovely time.
Replace the player with your husband.
Yes.
Boom. Problem solved.
Please. Solved. Bro, be so good.
So good. He's a
Bro. What if we don't even know, like, and also like making the paper flowers for like weddings of you. I think that's so really cool, bro. If your house, if I went to your flat and it was just like covered in flowers, bro, I would think that's cool.
Very swag, very cool.
Like, unless your flat was messy and it's like in that creepy vibe where it's like, I think you may be a serial killer and this is your calling card. But no,
it wasn't even like strewn across the place. It was on one
it's like
desk.
In your workstation.
Yeah, it's like, not that deep.
Come on.
So that player is a simp. What if we just took a wild turn near the end of this and just became like an alpha male podcast? He's a simp beta male because he won't send his...
This is the problem with beta. Look, we've got the microphones and everything. This is the problem with beta males. You know, they just don't know how to like behave. They don't know how to control women.
Honestly,
see me, I know how to control a woman. I would keep her in her place. But I hated every second of that. I'm gonna throw up.
Biologically, men are meant to lead and women are meant to follow orders of the bitches they are. So
this is now a misogyny podcast.
I feel like the more I pretend to act like them, like my DNA is changing. No, like full mutant transformation. These mics change you, man.
The D&D to Joe Rogan pipeline.
But yeah, not the asshole. She's immature.
Hey, Spotify, when are you gonna give me money for saying racial slurs on your
That's what I'm fucking saying.
And a racial slur that I can say. Piss off. Oh.
Wow, so he can say it and get paid, but I can't. Wow. Okay.
I shouldn't slander Spotify. We need to upload this shit on this platform.
Just kidding.
Spotify. Love you, Papa. Papa Spotify.
We're kidding. Spotify and every other platform we post on. We love you guys. Please don't kick us off.
We just don't like Joe Rogan. That's it. That's the gist.
Don't like Joe Rogan. It. It's nothing personal, sweetheart.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Okay, Joe Rogan aside, this feels like a good place to stop.
Okay.
Izzy, do you have anything to plug? You'd like a horde of 3 fans to go listen to.
Okay. I'm not extremely active anywhere. Like, I am not a social media star influencer like our wonderful, gorgeous, graceful DM is.
Every day I just try to slay a little harder.
But I am on Instagram at Izzy Dream, IZZI, DREME, and on TikTok, same thing. If you want to hit me up with call me, but if you want to hit me up with a DM, be homies, hit me with a follow. I can hit you with a follow.
They're the
It's whatever.
Please follow.
It's whatever.
And
I
that story
am
is
pretty
really
awesome.
funny.
Bro, I am the funniest person
You're so
on this
funny.
planet. As long as
You're
I
so
believe
funny.
I'm funny, and look, if we become friends, you will get access to my close friend story, which
It is the funniest thing I see all day. It is great.
no, I'm sorry.
Look at your close friend
Okay,
story
maybe I
every
won't put
morning
y'all on my
and
close
every
friends
night.
because my close friends do be getting kind of whack sometimes. Like, I be saying the dumbest shit.
I mean, I love waking up at 3 a.m. to get water and then seeing you're on a random Nutella run. It's
Bruh. Okay, this is what we're going to end the episode on. One time, with okay, how do I say this without
drop this
incriminating
before
myself?
I say
I
that, whatever.
on the one night while I was enjoying a little hint of some spicy cabbage, some spicy lettuce,
Yep.
I enjoyed it at like 2 a.m. and it put me on the moon, that spicy lettuce, bro. And so I decided that I was craving Nutella and decided to post my entire 2-hour walk at 2 a.m. to a 24-hour corner shop so I could buy Nutella. If you guys want access to that, follow me on Instagram.
It was like reading like follow your own adventure book because I would just check up on you every couple minutes.
Do you want to know what the worst part was? Is that I asked you guys to hype me up. Why did you hype me up? I said to you guys, hey, can you guys hype me up to like leave my house and buy Nutella? And you did.
I can't say no to my friend of 2 years being like, hype me up. I'd be like, whatever you say,
Nutella.
You can do it.
Ate that shit straight from the jar.
On that note,
thank you for having me.
On that note, if you personally have any funky stories or Reddit posts you want us to judge, please send them to thespiceofdice@gmail.com.
Also, just to post real quick, if you do like me, Faisa has offered for me to potentially maybe do my own little interviews with some of my friends who are also into D&D.
Yeah.
So if you would like to see more of my beautiful face, you might. Who knows?
Who knows?
Ooh.
The Spice of Rock IP, I would say, is shared among us. So if anyone wants to do whatever, do. Also, and I do want to say one more thing because this is the first audience submission we got. It's not a story or anything.
Oh wait, is it the one you put in the group chat?
This is sent in by Carter Hallows, and he writes, "Hey, I didn't care why you wanted funny D&D stories, but I thought you should know my friend's character has a celestial horse. She named it Hammer, so when she summons it, she says Hammer time."
Oh my god, okay, we're out of time.
Cool.
However, if I knew that you wanted one, I would have given you one that I had a screenshot of for you to read, but we're out of time. I'll send it to you later.
We
so funny.
Make episodes later, whatever. So hey everyone, thank you so much for listening. Please check out The Spice of Dice, the other podcast.
Please check out The Spice of Dice with our lovely DM Faisa, me as Firini Hevlet.
Yeah.
I love Firini so much, and I'm sure you will too.
She's so coolly great. And so please, Izzy, okay. I've gotten 2 suggestions for end lines, right? I've gotten that like an end line of. I'm thinking of like.
Keep it spicy.
Sebastian said, "Keep your spice rack stocked," and then Vic said keep it spicy. Something about mixing the two.
No, not the way I said keep it spicy.
Spicy. Yeah.
I
so-
like keep your spice rack stocked.
Yeah.
I love
So,
that.
hey everyone, thank you so much for listening, and please remember to keep your spice rack stocked and keep it spicy. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.